Hi everyone, welcome back to another Sunday. I hope some of you were able to get to the actual service today with your families. If not, and you're just watching this video, or you went and you're watching this video, thank you for being here. I'm excited to see you guys. Today we're going to be doing a story called The Good Samaritan. Now, you may have heard of this before. It's found in Luke 10, verses 25 through 37, so if you'd like to find it and read along as we go through the story, you can. If you haven't heard of it before, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. So it's about a man who was beaten up and robbed and left on the side of the road. And the story takes us through people passing by, and we're going to see what happens and if he's saved by someone or if nobody tries to help him. We're going to see. But there is one thing, I ran out of Q-tips, so today we're not going to be using Q-tip, people, but I have coloring sheets which will do the trick, so hang in there. So the story starts off with a man right here. Now, the man was trying to travel from Jerusalem to Jericho, and he was just kind of walking along, minding his own business, when he came across robbers. Some robbers came and they beat him up and they ran away and took all of his things. You can see right here, there they are running away, and he's left right here on the side of the road with nothing in his bag, and he looks all bruised and beaten up. So how do you think he's feeling? He's probably not feeling very good right now. He just had all of his things taken, and he's got bruises, and it's just not very good for him right now. So the first person to come by the man was a priest. Here's the priest. You can see him right there. Look at his face. He just doesn't look happy. So he was going along the road, the priest, when he saw the man lying here on the side of the road. What do you think he did? Do you think the priest stopped and helped the man? You think a pastor or a priest would help him? Well, he didn't. He walked to the other side of the road and didn't even bat an eye. And so there he is. He's still laying on the ground, and he walked the other way and pretended like he didn't even see. It's not very nice, if I do say so myself. The next man who came across our wounded man was a Levite. What do you think the Levite did? Here's the Levite right here, and he passed by the man. Yep, he walked right past him just like the priest. He didn't even look back to help. And now the third man, there was a third person that came past him, and he was the Samaritan. Now, I know the story is called The Good Samaritan, so what do you think that means? Do you think the Good Samaritan is going to help, or do you think he's going to be like the priest and the Levite? We'll see. So here he is, the Samaritan with his donkey. He traveled along, and he came to where the man was laying. So here he is. Here's the man, our man from before. When the Samaritan saw the man lying there, he felt sorry for him. There we go. There's a step. He didn't close his eyes and walk the other way. He felt sorry for him. Oh, look at that. He dressed his wounds, pouring wine and oil all over them. Here he is. He's bandaging him up and giving him water and helping him. And look, there he is. You can see the Good Samaritan and the man. So, do you think that's a good thing? I think that's a good thing. Next thing we know, the man set him up on his donkey and brought him to an inn. There he is. He's taking him to an inn. Do you think the inn is going to help him? Do you think the Samaritan's taking him to the inn so he can just stay how he is? Or do you think he's taking him there so that he can be healed and that he can have a place to stay? Because remember, he doesn't have anything anymore. All the robbers took everything. So we shall see. He took him to the inn and he took care of him. So look at that. He paid the innkeeper. This is the innkeeper right here, and this is the Good Samaritan. Look, there he is. He's paying him. He said to the innkeeper, "Take care of him, and whatever more you spend, I will repay you when I return." So look at that. Not only did he help dress the man's wounds. Here's the man from before. Oh, wait. Here's the man from before. Not only did he help him and he stopped, but he actually brought him to an inn. He didn't even let him lay there any longer. He brought him to the inn and he paid for him to stay there. And the innkeeper, there he is, he's taking the money. And so the innkeeper was able to stay there and take care of the man. What do you think you can learn from this? Do you think that we should be like the priest or the Levite from before? Here, let's find them. Here's the Levite. Do you think we should be like the Levite who just walked right past? Or, I don't think so. What about, do you think we should be like the priest and just walk right past? I don't think so. Who do you think we should be like? Who do you think God wants us to be like? Like the Good Samaritan. He wants us to help those who are in need and to pray for those who are in need. Not only help them physically, but pray that God would heal their hearts and heal their bodies. And so I think the best thing we can learn from this is to help others. And that leads me to the craft. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a piece of paper, which we're just going to use this one with the Levite on the back. We're going to go right here, and you're going to need some sort of writing utensil. If you can get, I would ask your parents if you can use markers beforehand, but the best thing, you only need like a crayon of some sort. It doesn't really matter. And what you're going to do with a parent's help is you are going to trace your hand onto the paper. So here, let's see if I can situate you guys so you can see it. Well, I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm going to draw my hand and then you will see it after I'm finished. Okay, so just trace your hand onto a piece of paper. And you might need someone to help you with this. So you just put your hand down on the paper and then you just draw around it. Make sure not to get marker or whatever you're using all over your hand, because that just happened to me. Okay, so here we go. Here's mine. Oh, that's actually pretty good. So once you have your hand drawn, now we're going to, in each of the 5 fingers, we're going to write a different way that you can help people. So my first one, some ideas can be pray for them. I'm going to write that down. For me, a lot of my friends don't have their license yet, so one of them could be driving them places if they need a ride to school. I can write that down. Oh, I ran out of room. And make sure these pertain to you. So if you have ideas, go ahead and write down how can you help your family. Do you think your mom would want you to help do the dishes? I'll write that one down too. Maybe it's taking your dog for a walk, or cleaning up your room, or let's see, maybe what's another way we could do? Maybe it's feeding your dog. Maybe it's you're feeding your pet. I'll write that down. Feeding. Strider is my dog, so I'll write his name. Oh, also, my sister helped me. Oh, you can't even see it anymore because my hand's on the back. But my sister was the one who helped me color all these pictures. So if you see her, say hi to her and say thank you for helping Rachel. So here, I have 4 fingers filled out right now, and make sure you do all 5. And have your parents help you or your siblings help you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this picture and I'm going to hang it up in my room. So every time I see this hand, I will remember the Good Samaritan, and I'll remember ways that I can help people around me and ways that God would want me to help them. So once you're finished with that, maybe you can get a piece of tape or something to hang it up, and or a magnet. You can put it on your refrigerator, and that'll be just a little reminder for when you're just feeling a bit down. Then you can help other people, and then it'll make you feel good too. So what did we learn? What's the biggest lesson that we learned from this? Is it to be like the Levite or to be like the priest? Let's find them. Like, be like these 2 guys? I don't think so. I think Jesus wants us to be like, where is he? There he is. Like the Good Samaritan. So if you see someone in need, or if you see that someone needs help, remember the story and remember the hand that you drew and be like the Good Samaritan. So thank you guys for watching. Have a good rest of the week. I think Miss Carmen's doing next week's lesson, so you will see her then. Bye.